5 ways to get rich in 1 year. There is no secret to accumulating wealth and being wealthy. Spend less than you make and save as much as you can is really all there is to it. Executing this simple approach, however, could seem impossible in today's environment of student loan debt, cost of living rises, rising inflation, and unexpected financial catastrophes. Check out the next 8 suggestions for avoiding challenges and keeping your concentration if becoming wealthy is your objective. The majority of people place becoming wealthy quite high on their list of financial ambitions and objectives. After all, it will leave you more options in addition to greater financial stability. Naturally, you would be able to spend more money on the items you want. Number 5. Create a wealth vision. When riches begin to come, they come so quickly, in such great abundance, that one wonders where they have been hiding during all those lean years. Napoleon Hill. Developing a financial vision for yourself is the first step to becoming financially successful. According to Einstein, creativity is more significant than knowledge. Creativity, according to Arden, is more significant than experience. How imaginative are you about the future? Do you believe that your life has a lot of potential and promise, or do you perceive a rather typical life? A vision must be developed iteratively. A vision is not something you merely make once and then never think about again. Every single day, you continuously write down and construct your vision. If you examine any aspect of your life where you're succeeding, you'll discover that it's because you have an outlook that goes beyond what you already have. In the same vein, if you examine any aspect of your life that isn't outstanding, you'll discover that you don't see anything that goes above and beyond what you already have. Most people continue to do what they did in the past. Having a vision means you are thinking ahead. Your life and behavior change instantaneously as you start to imagine and adamantly work towards a different tomorrow. You have to let go of your need for consistency in order to accomplish this. Psychologically speaking, most people feel the urge to be perceived by others as reliable. People who have this urge tend to hold on to unsatisfactory and eventually destructive behavioral habits, settings, and relationships for far too long. You could give up your need to be perceived as consistent by others in its place. You can accept the fact that you're flawed. You can accept making mistakes. Regardless of what people around you may think, you can be content with having ideals you uphold and objectives you wish to achieve. When you have a clear goal for your life, you stop caring what other people think of you. It indicates that you are prepared to start living the life you desire. It implies that unlike throughout the most of your life, you won't continue to follow the flow. It implies that you will design the life you want, regardless of what your parents, classmates, or social surroundings have so far shown you. The better, the more precise should be your vision. The better your vision, the more it can be measured. Your brain is quite fond of events and numbers. These can be touched. Your focus should therefore be on major figures and events. For instance, by January 1st, 2024, I will be making $1 million annually. By October 2024, I will receive a check for more than $100,000. Within the next 6 months, I'll go on a 6-week vacation to Thailand. Calculate it. Get fired up about it. The more specific your mental image is, the more plausible it will seem to you. It's acceptable if you aren't certain about your desires at this time. Goals like making more money, having life-changing experiences, and developing personally all serve as motivators. Your vision and imagination will grow as your confidence grows over time as a result of tiny, consistent victories. Therefore, you must begin developing confidence if you want your vision to become clear and consistent with your principles and your aspirations. The next stage is where that fits in. Number 4. Avoid and pay down debt. While debt is not always a bad thing, it is generally something that should be avoided. For instance, student loans may be advantageous if they support your pursuit of a successful career and the principal and interest rate are reasonable. Robert Johnson, chairman and CEO, Economic Index Associates, disagreed with several experts who claimed that student loans were bad debt. Modest student loan debt is what I would consider to be good debt. Student loans, in my opinion, receive a poor rap. Once more, how you use them is key. If the odds aren't in your favor, student debt can undoubtedly be bad. Without a shadow of a doubt, the system has been misused, and some students have racked up mountains of debt while getting degrees that simply won't give them the income necessary to pay back their debt, according to Johnson. Johnson also emphasized that credit card debt should take precedence over college loans because it is always bad debt. LTG Capital LC CEO Ariel Aqua suggested that if you have debt, you should allocate at least 20% of your income to paying it off. Number 3. Invest as much as possible in a diversified portfolio. Although there are restrictions on how much you can contribute to an IRA or 401k, those restrictions are so high that many people are unable to meet them. If you decide to invest more, you can always do so in a taxable brokerage account. There is no upper limit to the amount of investment you should make if you want to become wealthy. There are numerous alternative investment techniques, but the majority of financial professionals advise investing primarily in stocks. Some advocate owning less real estate or even making speculative investments. Burrows suggests a portfolio made up of 65% stocks, 25% real estate, and 10% of your preferred speculative asset. First, you should put the money into a tax-advantaged plan like a 401k or IRA. By reducing your tax liability, you will eventually see higher returns. You can switch to a brokerage account once you have used up all of your tax-advantaged accounts. Number 2, spend intentionally and minimize costs. It's crucial to cut costs and spend with greater intention if you want to become wealthy. This is the second step, even though it ought to be the first one you complete. You must adhere to a budget if you want to spend wisely and cut costs. You can do this to keep track of your spending and where it is going. Acua suggests creating a budget checklist. Create a prioritized list of the things you'll buy with your money when you get it. This includes setting aside funds for emergencies, savings, entertainment, and other purposes. Minimizing expenses as much as you can will enable you to invest that money in wealth creation. Founder and chief advisor at Sierra Ocean, Jeff Burrow, advised that you ravenously find ways to limit your lifestyle costs and save 25% of your income. Number 1. Diversify your portfolio. If the 2022 crypto crash taught investors anything, it's probably not to put all of your eggs in one basket. Diversification is also one of the fundamental principles of investing. If you want to become wealthy once you start investing, you must always bear in mind that having a varied portfolio is crucial. Whether you just own one sort of asset, such as cryptocurrency, yesterday's hot stock, or the new miracle investment your neighbor informed you about, it shields your wealth from the significant losses that can occur when you do so. Understanding asset allocation and investing in a variety of various asset classes that support your objectives is necessary for creating a diversified portfolio. You can make riskier investments when you're younger and have more time to accumulate wealth, since you'll have plenty of time to recover from inevitable market dips. As you get older and closer to your definition of wealth, you should switch to less hazardous investments to protect your accumulated wealth. Check out our fundamental asset allocation methods to grasp this key idea simply. The best approach to get wealthy is to educate yourself about investing, but you may want to think about working with a financial advisor to help you manage your portfolio. That's it for today's video. Please like the video, subscribe the channel, and share it with others. Also press the bell icon for future updates. Thanks for watching.